up, guys? Hope you're doing well. So something that comes up at my job, my day job, a lot is people asking me, hey man, what have you been playing? So here's what I've been playing lately, as well as some things that I've recently finished. Alright, so first off is Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One. And wow, holy poop, man, I was not ready for this. It was fantastic, and honestly, I really only bought it because it was cheap. In fact, it was dirt cheap on Amazon. It was like less than $10. But I finished up Gears of War Ultimate, and I put this in just to see what it's like. And at first I was a bit overwhelmed with the controls and the whole grinding mechanic. I thought it'd be just another game that I play for an hour or so and then it's kind of put back on the shelf. And you know what, that's okay because the game was cheap. However, I only have 9 games right now for the Xbox One, and I didn't want one of them being something that I just sit on the shelf and not play. So I pressed on. And while I was initially not very impressed by the game, and it seemed a little bit overwhelming, after a little bit I found that the game just oozed character and just charm, and it was fun. And the main reason that I think I fell in love with the title is because it reminded me so much of Saints Row 3. It was just as corny and full of itself with a very similar sense of humor and self-awareness. And by the end of the game, I was ready to see how the story wrapped up, but I wasn't exactly thrilled to see the game end. I wanted to keep playing. And I wasn't really set to say goodbye to Sunset City. But I took the advice of the internet, and I played as the female character, as the voice actor was supposed to be much better, and indeed she was really, really good. So I think next go around I'm going to be the guy. It's a fantastic little game. Definitely go buy this one. Alright, so next up is LEGO Star Wars. Now, you guys know I've been playing it for the PlayStation Vita, and I just recently finished it, and I'm currently playing it through on the PlayStation 4. And I'm happy to report that the Vita version is actually a really, really good, very well done, closely matched version of the console version. It's amazing how much of the console version made it down into the handheld. It's nearly an exact match, with a few exceptions, but very good game. Highly recommended. The humor is what you would expect from a LEGO game, and the gameplay is spot on with some very welcome new additions. But the biggest surprise for me, again, is how well the Vita version was done. That's the first game that I played, so I was already impressed by the game, like, this is great. But then once I started playing the PlayStation 4 version, I was like, holy shit, this is actually a really good close match. So either version you buy is virtually going to be the same. I say get it on both consoles. The PlayStation 4 version is great, and having it on the go, I mean, that's just, how can you say no to that? The next game that I've been playing, I don't have it in my hands right now, is Syndicate for the Xbox 360. A little bit of an older title, but off and on I've been plugging away at it. And it reminds me a lot of Fear in terms of both the enemy AI and how the weapons feel. It's a very satisfying game to play. Everything just feels weighty enough, the guns sound great, and the enemies put up a bit of a challenge. Not too much to say about it, really. It's just a solid, fun shooter. It's very cheap to buy right now, and it's a great way to spend 5 or so hours, at least I think so. I've heard that it's only a handful of hours to finish. I'm only about 2 hours in so far, but they've been 2 very fun hours. So if you're looking for a really cheap first-person shooter, hey, hell, try Syndicate on the 360. It's not bad. And so lastly, I have been kind of slugging through Lichdom Battle Mage on the Xbox One. And to be honest with you, I never actually intended to buy this for the Xbox One. The reason being is also available for the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox I was only buying for the exclusives because pretty much every other multi-plat game runs better on the PlayStation 4. But Lichdom is an exception. It actually runs better on the Xbox One. Now, the PlayStation 4 version, now I should note that I'm talking about the game after the recently released patch, before it was unplayable on either console. But on the PlayStation, the frame rate is unlocked, so it'll spike all the way up to like 60 frames per second, but then back down to less than 20 frames per second, and that wild frame rate swing can be a bit off-putting. Whereas the Xbox One version is locked at 30 frames per second, and for the most part it stays around there, but when it does swing and dip into a lower frame rate, it's less jarring for that reason. And for that reason, that's why I went with the Xbox One version instead of the PlayStation 4. However, I still should have gone for the PlayStation 4 version anyway because, for whatever reason, the Xbox One version is very, very dark. So dark, in fact, that a lot of the interior and nighttime areas virtually unplayable. You can kind of make your way through it. Luckily, there is this little device where you hit a button and it guides you to where your next objective should be. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I could play the game in the interior or nighttime areas. I even reached out to Maximum Games and I asked them, hey man, do you guys plan to patch at least a brightness setting in for the Xbox One version, or make it as bright as the PlayStation 4 version? Because you figure they did both versions. The PlayStation 4 version is very bright, is perfectly playable. The Xbox One is so dark. And they basically said no. And you know what? Wait, let me get my phone and I'll tell you exactly what they said. So they said, "Hi Steven, thank you for your interest in Lich and Battle Mage. As of now, we have decided not to move forward in regards to Lich and Battle Mage updates. We aim to improve our future titles that will both satisfy us and our customers." So basically what they're saying is, yeah, the game's kind of unplayable in areas, but we're okay having a game on the shelf, a recently released game for consoles anyway, on the shelf with our name attached to it that's virtually unplayable. Maximum Games, they're cool with that. So I'm not. I'm going to continue playing through because I've put about 5 hours into it. But don't buy the... Actually, tell you what, don't even buy the PlayStation 4 version. Just get it on PC. It was released for PC back in 2014, and it plays great. Whatever Maximum Games did for the console ports, they effed it up. Even with the new patch, they kind of effed it up. So if you want to play the game, get it on PC. It's much, much better and actually playable. So that does it. Those are the games that I'm currently playing and ones that I've recently finished. So what have you guys been playing? Let me know and give me some good game recommendations. I have a big backlog of games, so whatever you recommend I may already have. And if I don't, if it's really good, I'll go pick it up and give it a shot. So guys, thanks for watching. Give me a like if you liked it, or a dislike. Share the video if you think somebody else will enjoy it. And I'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Again guys, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. If you enjoy the channel and you want to support it in some way, all you gotta do is give me a like and give me a share. Throw me out on Facebook or Twitter or something and spread the word. I would greatly appreciate that. So again guys, thank you for watching. Have a very, very good day.